They told legends of the human warrior who walked into a battlefield soaked in alien blood and emerged with a dying princess in his arms. No one expected him to kneel beside her, cut his own vein, and offer his blood. What happened next shattered every law of science, every rule of their galaxy, and began a war no one could have foreseen. The battlefield was silent. Bodies, both alien and human, lay strewn across the blackened soil. Smoke curled from broken war machines, and the metallic scent of plasma mingled with scorched earth. Sergeant Cale Draven limped forward, his armor cracked and his rifle nearly spent. His squad was gone. Only echoes remained. Then he heard it, so soft he almost missed it. A whimper. He turned toward the sound, expecting a wounded soldier. What he saw instead made him freeze. Lying against the ruins of a shattered obelisk was a girl, young, alien, her pale skin nearly luminescent in the ash-filled air. Her silver hair was stained with blood, and her chest rose in shallow, fluttering gasps. Her eyes, glowing violet, barely clung to life. Cale approached cautiously. His translator chip clicked into place as she whispered something, but it didn't translate. Her voice was too weak. "Easy," he said, kneeling. "I'm not here to hurt you." She didn't flinch. She couldn't. His HUD blinked red. Vitals, failing. Internal bleeding. Severe plasma burn across 60% of her torso. No alien medkits nearby. No human evac possible for hours. She was going to die. Cale's gaze caught the insignia on her chest. Royal crest of the Varelian dynasty. He'd seen it on propaganda feeds. The enemy princess. Enemy or not, she was just a child. No warrior deserved this ending. He looked around. Dead silence. "Damn it," he muttered. Then he did something no one in the galaxy would have believed. He pulled off his gauntlet, unsheathed his blade, and sliced a clean line across his palm. His blood welled up, red, human, thick with adrenaline and nanocyte enhancements. He pressed his hand to her wounds. For a second, nothing. Then her body arched. A flash of light erupted from her skin, spreading like wildfire across her body. The burns began to recede, skin knitting together with rapid speed. Her eyes snapped open wide, glowing like miniature stars, and a scream burst from her lips. Not in pain, in power. Cale was thrown backward, his hand burning. The blood bond had triggered something ancient, something forbidden. She floated off the ground, the ruins trembling around her. The air pulsed with raw energy. Then she dropped. Cale scrambled to her. "Hey, stay with me." She blinked, this time alert. "You gave me your blood," she said, her voice smooth now, translated clearly. "You were dying. I was meant to," she whispered. "But now everything has changed." She stood, stronger than she had any right to be. She touched her chest where her wounds had been. Her skin shimmered with a faint red glow. Cale's blood had done more than heal her. It had fused with her. He activated his emergency beacon. "This is Sergeant Draven. I've got a live VIP, repeat, high-value alien royal. Medical emergency. Extraction requested." There was static. Then, "Copy that, Sergeant. Hold position." But they didn't have to wait long. The sky cracked open. 3 Varelian dreadships descended, blazing with vengeance. The princess stepped forward, shielding Cale with her arm. "I must speak with my people." Cale hesitated. "They'll kill me." "No," she said. "They'll kneel." When they landed, her guards ran forward, weapons drawn. But the princess raised a hand, and they froze. Then she said something in Varelian, sharp, commanding. The guards looked stunned. One dropped to a knee, then another. Within minutes, every Varelian soldier on that field had knelt, not to her, to both of them. "Your blood carries power, human," she said. "More than you understand. You didn't just save me. You awakened an ancient pact, one my ancestors sealed long ago." Cale frowned. "What kind of pact?" She turned to him, eyes full of awe. "A bond of war, of unity, of sovereignty. You're not just a soldier now. What am I then?" "My consort," she said. "My protector. And my king." Cale stared in disbelief. The human shuttle finally arrived, 2 hours too late. When the soldiers rushed to extract him, they were halted by Varelian guards. A tense standoff began. Cale stepped between both sides. "This war is over," he declared. "From this day on, Earth and Varelia are one." Silence followed. Then, one by one, the human soldiers lowered their rifles. The Varelians did the same. But peace didn't last. Word of the blood bond spread across the galaxy like wildfire. Ancient empires stirred. Rivals panicked. The old powers remembered the prophecy. If the blood of man and starborn merge, the air of flame shall rise. They didn't know what it meant, but they feared it. A coalition of alien empires formed. They wanted the princess executed. The human, dissected. Kale and the princess, whose name was Ellerine, fled from system to system. Hunted, hated, worshipped in secret by Varelian rebels and human radicals alike. But as Ellerine's power grew, so did her bond with Kale. Their minds linked. She learned Earth's languages, Earth's humor. He learned Varelian tactics, Varelian love songs. They became unstoppable. On the ice moons of Deltraxis, they rallied outcasts. On the gas giant Altara, they destroyed a fleet with a single combined pulse of human aggression and Varelian psionics. And when the Imperial Summit of the 11 species demanded their surrender, Kale walked into the hall, unarmed, and stood beside Ellerine. "You fear what we are," Ellerine said, her voice amplified by Kale's aura. "But we are your future. You defy ancient law." The Graken emissary barked. "We are ancient law," Kale said, "written in blood and sealed with sacrifice." The hall trembled. Half the delegation stormed out. The rest remained and listened. Within months, a new alliance was born. Not an empire, not a federation, a dynasty, one ruled not by species, but by bond. And at its heart stood a human warrior who once gave his blood to save a dying alien princess. Now he held a crown, and she held his hand. Together, they changed the galaxy. Forever.